Hi, I'm Sarah Moser for Choices Coach, and I'm a personal trainer, and I love my coffee. And so I'm gonna show you how I make my coffee in the morning. And I used to eat breakfast, you know, back when I lost my weight, I was like 50 pounds overweight. I used to eat breakfast all the time. But here lately, and probably over the past year, I really just have coffee for breakfast, and I can wait until lunch to have a meal. But how do I do that? I actually put some protein in my coffee. So I want to show you how I have my coffee in the morning. And I am a big believer in using the food scale. So let me show you how I do this. So I am a big believer in measuring things, and that's how you make sure that you don't have your calories just all haywire and out of control. So what I do is I set my food scale to 0 and I set it on ounces. I like to use oat milk. So those of you that are non-dairy, you're gonna love this. I use oat milk because it's got like a nuttier taste, and I measure out 3 ounces of, oops, that was 4. Technically that was 4. So 4 ounces is 45 calories of this kind of oat milk. And then I do 1 ounce of Almond Bliss hazelnut creamer, because once again, I love that nutty taste. Make sure you shake these up before you put them in there. I do 1 ounce of this. And so 1 ounce is gonna be 2 tablespoons, which is 60 calories. So right now I'm sitting at 105 calories. Sometimes I'll put like a tiny scoop of creatine in there, and I'm not sure how many grams this is. That adds a little bit of protein. Then I do 1 scoop of collagen. So I either use this kind of collagen, which is the multi-collagen. It's Left Coast Performance brand. So I will either use this, which has types 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. Those types of collagen. So it's got more types of collagen. It's got a little vitamin C. It's got biotin in it. I'll either use this, or I also really love the Dermamatrix NeoCell brand collagen. So you want to get some that has hyaluronic acid in it because it's good for your joints, it's good for your skin. The biotin is going to be really good for your nails, also for your skin, excuse me. And so I will use 1 scoop of either of these. This is 20 calories for the Dermamatrix, and then this collagen is 35 calories. So if the calories is more important to you than what's in there in terms of the collagen, then you might want to go with this one. But they're both good. This one has like a little bit of a funky smell to it, if I'm being honest, but I don't really taste it. This one has no smell. But I really think that it's best not to try these things on their own in water. I think both of them say like to just mix it in water or something like that. Well, this one actually says put it in your morning coffee, but this one I think might tell you to put it in water. But the thing is, they clump up, so it needs to be like piping hot coffee so it dissolves better. And then also you don't wanna train your palate to pick out the taste or the flavor. Otherwise, then you're gonna be able to spot it in your coffee, and you don't wanna do that. Don't train your palate to taste these things, okay? We're trying to cover up the taste, if anything else. So I put that in after I put the coffee in there, and you do wanna make sure that it is hot coffee. So now I'm gonna pour my coffee in. I've got this nice big mug, but I don't have that much coffee left. So I am putting in, well, actually I do have a lot of coffee left, yay! So I'm putting in like 14 ounces of coffee. And this is decaf. I drink decaf. No judgment if you're drinking the caffeinated, full-leaded stuff, but And it doesn't make any difference in the calories, so you could still do this with caffeinated coffee, but I try not to be addicted to anything. I just don't want anything to have control over me except chocolate chip cookies. That's where I make the exception. Psst. But that's a secret. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear that from me, okay? Just kidding. So I'm going to heat up my coffee a little bit before throwing that collagen in there. Okay, so I'm back and my coffee is nice and hot. I'm going to put in 1 scoop of this kind of collagen and I'm gonna stir that in as I put it in there, just so that it doesn't get clumpy. So that's gonna add 9 grams of protein to my coffee. Whoops, I just splashed that all over the place because that's what you do when you're filming. All right, and so this is why you want to stir it as you go, because inevitably it does get just a little bit clumpy. I don't know if you can see that without me spilling it, but there's just this tiny little clump right there, yuck. So I'm gonna keep stirring that to get that to dissolve. Okay, so as that's dissolving, I'm gonna calculate up my calories here. So we have 45 calories from the oat milk. You can use this kind or Silk brand oat milk. This is 45 calories, 60 calories worth of the almond hazelnut creamer from Natural Bliss, Coffee Mate Natural Bliss. So that was 60 calories. So that's 105 calories so far. Then I put in 1 scoop of the creatine, which is basically like no calories because it's just amino peptides. It's a part of a protein, and so you either absorb it or you pee it out. This is the kind of creatine that I used. So this is from bulksupplements.com, clean and pure bulk supplements. So this is creatine monohydrate. And creatine is it's good for muscle development. It is good for brain development. It may even help you to prevent Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. It's good for nerve development and for the brain. And so just a half a teaspoon is all we used of that. So that's hardly anything, not even worth counting the calories because the calories aren't listed on it. Well, you can't really see that from there, but it's not really listed. It is 2,500 milligrams is the amount. That's the daily recommended amount. You don't really need to load up on that. And then I've got my collagen, which was 35 calories. And so total 140 calories for this massive cup, oversized cup of coffee. And now I am going to taste it. Oh yes, that is delicious. Oh my goodness. 140 calories. So I will tell you this, I probably have more than 1 cup. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's a huge cup of coffee. Are you serious? But at 140 calories, I might have more than 1 cup, but the next cup not be so big. Or I'll just fill like a huge coffee mug and call it a day. But I really do, I love my coffee. And I only do, but having said all that, I'll only do the 1 scoop of collagen a day and only do 1 of the half teaspoon of the creatine. I don't load up on the supplements. I just do it the one time, done. And if I have another cup of coffee, then I will make sure that I'm being mindful of how much creamer and how much oat milk. So this is the thing, is with coffee, it tends to be that if you like it more like a dessert, you really have to measure and watch those calories and watch the sugar, because otherwise it's just not great for the insulin and making you hungry all day. So that's why I make sure that I add the protein and particularly the creatines, because the creatine's supposed to be good for making sure that you don't have that like huge insulin response. And then I go decaf because I don't want that cortisol, that boosting of the cortisol that can happen with caffeinated coffee. And you know, I forgot to add in the calories of the coffee, but that's probably just like 5 or 10 calories. So we're looking at 150 calories for breakfast. And then I might have another cup, so I might end up, you know, having more like close to 300 calories in the morning for my breakfast. It just depends on how much coffee I have. And then I can wait until like 11 o'clock or noon to have my lunch. And so oftentimes if I am craving breakfast food, I will just have like brunch for lunch, or I will have my oatmeal and stuff like that that was featured in my book. I'll have that as a dessert in the evening or as a post-workout snack, which is also amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to help you with your weight loss journey or your fitness journey. I do offer health coaching sessions by FaceTime or telephone now, so you can go head over to my website and find out the pricing of that. It's choicescoach.com, and let me know what your workout and fitness and food challenges are, and I would love to hear your comments. And I will be making more videos on food or beverages and how to get those calories under control. So make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next time.